Good morning. How's everybody this morning? I hope you had a good weekend so far. We got a Labor Day, which should be a lot of fun, right? Okay. I want to get started on my questions, but I don't have anybody in the group. It's a good thing we record this, right? And that way you can get the answers. All right. This one is from Carrington. Hey, Carrington. Is narrowing the scope of industries I service or market to a benefit or a detriment? Well, I think you should always start narrow if you can. Many times the market will tell you where to go with your services, and then once you find somebody in a vertical that likes your services or products, then you should stick in that vertical for a long time. And then if the opportunity presents itself, I wouldn't go hunting, to go to another vertical, you should do that. So she is a commercial brand photographer servicing product-based businesses to create e-commerce, marketing, and brand-specific photography. When it comes to brands and types of products, the options are endless. I mainly shoot footwear, beverages, skincare, and jewelry. And then she asks, is narrowing the scope of the work I produce a good decision, or is keeping options open with the main focus better? I think you should always keep your options open. That's an easy answer. But I also think you should focus if you can, because the people in the jewelry business know each other. And if you do something for one, the trust level will be higher for the next one. If people in the skincare business know each other, if you do one photography for one, the others will trust you more. Okay? Hey, Robin, good to see you. I see I have one person that is brave and got up on Sunday morning. Okay? Next question. Is it beneficial to engage with companies' prospects on social media organically before reaching out to them directly? And again, this is from Carrington. And she says the same thing. I think you should engage people on social media always, Carrington. I think we underutilize social media. And let me tell you some things I've learned about social media. One, posting is good. But two, direct messaging is better. And when you can take the time to direct message people that you're connected to on Instagram or on LinkedIn or on Facebook, then you have a potential to get better results. Posting is good. Michael Forrest has a garage door opening business. When he puts a picture of a garage door that he's installed up on Instagram, he gets leads. And Dan, who does decks in Denver, Triple D, Dan, when he posts on Instagram a beautiful deck that he's done, he gets leads. And so I think it's a two-way approach with social media. One, posting, and two, direct messaging. And direct messaging, I can't emphasize enough, is effective. The problem is most people don't do it, okay? The third question is from Mariel. Hey, Mariel. And Mariel does private events. Her team members are fully paid for by our clients. I started with only private events and charge $50 per hour per support staff. I'll bartend keeps $25 per hour, and my team makes $25 an hour. Now that we have started doing public events, it's a huge risk to guarantee $25 an hour plus tips. If we do not get any business, I get crushed by payroll. However, the outdoor events are exhausting, hot, and require an incredible amount of physical labor, so it seems wrong to pay less for these. Not sure what to do. My team is already becoming spoiled, and I need to rethink how we pay and what my expectations are from them. I realize that will be addressed when I create an employee handbook. So, should I set different pay rates for private versus public events for my team? No, I don't think you should. I think you should figure out a way to make the public events profitable or not do them. The single biggest asset you have in your company, Mario, is your people. It's your people. And so your people need to be treated like they are part of your family. And if you do that, you will build a big company. But it's on you, the leader, to figure out how to provide for the family. And so the family needs to have $25 an hour in this environment. And if that doesn't work, then don't do those events. You'll have less turnover, you'll have more loyalty, they'll work harder. Everything is going to be better if you can pay your employees at the top of the market. I've done it my whole life. People have told me I was crazy, but it worked out pretty well. Okay, we don't have many questions this morning. Nobody wanted to talk to me. The next question is from Crothers, again, Carrington. How do I know if having a business partner is the right decision for your business? Now, we know what Carrington's business is. She's a photographer. So this is the thought about a partner. Does 1 + 1, 2 partners, equal 3? If 1 + 1 equals 2, then there's no benefit to have 2. But in most businesses that I've been associated with, it's good to have a partner when you start, and then if you have a great deal of success, the partnership becomes problematic. So you can either struggle through at the beginning with no partners, or you can have a partner knowing that you're going to have issues with your partner at some point in the future. And I cannot think of a situation where someone has had a startup where they were a solopreneur, they got a partner, they had success, and then they didn't have problems, okay? And it's just why I don't have any partners in my coaching business and why I've had partners in all the businesses that got big. It gets big faster with a partner, and without a partner, you have a better outcome at the end. I just guarantee you. And so, anyway, that is the formula I want you to use to decide whether or not you want a partner, okay? If you can structure a partnership so that it isn't a partnership, so that the part of the business you create is yours and the part of the business they create is theirs, and you do things for each other and it's informal, sort of like friends with benefits, then I think it's fine. But other than that, you're going to have to make that decision. When I was young and hungry like you, I wanted a partner because I knew I'd get there faster. I knew my partner would bring things to the table. So that's my advice. Next, from Rajesh. He says, I'm working on an app by which students can get fluent in English online. We give Zoom-based classes to students where there are a max of 5 students in a class, so all of them get to talk and practice a lot during the session. The concept is getting very good reviews from the students, and I'm thinking it has big potential for a worldwide audience. We have 2 batches filled so far. I guess that means classes. 2 classes filled so far, but there is scope to fill lots and lots more classes. My challenge is that I am a software engineer by profession. I enjoy the product building part more than the sales marketing part, so even though I've done the sales for the first 2 classes, I want to focus more on coding, development, and product, as that comes more naturally to me as compared to marketing campaigns and conversion rates, etc. Any ideas on how I can find a partner to complement my skills, as well as do's and don'ts to watch out for in that regard? So, how do I find a suitable marketing co-founder for my startup? I'm going to give you a lead. I invested in a company called Apto, A-P-T-O, Apto. Go to their website and look at what they're doing with helping international students assimilate into American life, learn to speak English better, learn regional differences, etc. And so they already have a movement like that. Now, they don't have individual classes with individual teachers, which I think is a good idea, Rajesh. I do. And so maybe that's something you could partner with them. Other than that, you're just going to have to find somebody who isn't a code developer, who loves your idea and will take it out. But you can sell that to schools that are bringing international students in. You can sell that to companies that are bringing international employees in. And you can build a big company with that. I totally agree with you. But you're going to have to sell it. Somebody's going to have to call on these people. And, that's where the rubber meets the road. Sales. Now go sell something. Okay, the last question. Can you believe how short this is today? I cannot believe it. I might have to do another one this month if you guys will give me some questions. Kristen Pitts says, I have an apparel company, LLC, and plan to invest in a food truck business for my stepsister to run. If I have an LLC, can I get a DBA for the food truck, or what is the best route? What is the right way to start a new business under another business? Well, you can have an LLC that is owned by another corporation, another LLC. There's no problem with that. And, you can, maybe there is a problem with that actually. But you're going to have to get an attorney, go on LegalZoom, or those people to get the legal structure of it. I'm not an attorney. But why don't you just set up a separate LLC for your sister-in-law and give yourself control, and that way it doesn't change anything. And or set it up under your current LLC and keep a separate set of books so that you understand what her food truck is earning and what part of it she gets to keep and what part of it you get to keep, right? So there's a lot of ways you can structure that to keep it separate, but it does need to be under an LLC. This food truck, you need the protection of a corporate entity whenever you're dealing with the public, okay? Because the corporation can be bankrupt and the individuals in the corporation don't have to be, okay? So you do want to set up an LLC. So that's all my questions today, you know, and that's a short out. That's a 12-minute Zoom. And that's fine with me because I got a lot of stuff to do. But I'm also happy to answer your questions if you have them. And so send them in and we will build them up, and I will be back on here whenever there's enough questions to do another session. I do want to say a couple of things. One is that persistence in what you're doing is omnipotent. Nothing in the world will ever take the place of persistence. Talent won't. World's full of unsuccessful people with talent. Genius won't. Unrewarded genius is almost a proverb. I've seen lots of smart people fail. Education won't. The world is full of educated derelicts. You know, I see over and over again people with big educations and big degrees and fancy schools who fail. And so there's one thing that is always going to carry you through, and that is persistence. Persistence and determination alone are omnipotent. They have solved and they will always solve the problems of the human race. And so I wish you the best of luck in your efforts, but I want you to remember nothing takes the place of putting in a 12 to 15 hour day. All right? And I'll see you next month. Bye.